Ever think about the people who really keep a company running? And no, not talking about the CEO here.
Right, right.
I'm talking about the ones who greet you with a smile, answer all the phones like a pro, you know, always know where to find that file.
Yeah.
Today's deep dive
hmm
is all about the unsung heroes of the workplace, receptionists.
And let me tell you, there's so much more to this role than you might think.
Oh, I bet.
We're not just talking about answering phones and taking messages.
Oh, absolutely not. And we've got some really interesting information from RoleCatcher.com to help us with this deep dive,
Okay.
including their career guide, Receptionist. And get this, they actually define receptionists as the welcoming face and voice of a business.
Which is so true. That first impression, they really set the tone for the entire company.
Yeah.
But it's amazing to me they're juggling so many things behind the scenes, too. I mean, managing the reception area, handling inquiries, keeping everything organized.
They have to stay on top of it all.
It's impressive.
They really do. It's like this masterful blend of multitasking and diplomacy all rolled into one.
Exactly.
It's really impressive. No wonder RoleCatcher highlights things like communication, problem solving, and organization as being super important for success as a receptionist.
Absolutely.
But here's the thing I'm curious about. In today's world, everything's so tech-driven.
Right.
How is technology changing the game for receptionists?
It's a great question. And we can't talk about the modern receptionist without addressing automation and how it's impacting the field.
Right.
Now, the career guide, it does mention this trend towards automation, with companies adopting all these systems for handling calls and inquiries.
Yeah, and that on the surface could seem a little scary for someone considering them as a career path, right?
Understandably so.
Yeah.
But here's the interesting thing. The guide also points out that many businesses still prefer that personal touch you get from a human receptionist.
Oh, interesting.
And this is where the importance of those core human skills we were talking about really comes into play.
Because, let's be honest, no one wants to be met with a robotic voice or a confusing automated system when they're looking for help.
Nobody.
No?
It can be so frustrating.
Yeah.
There are just some things that technology, no matter how advanced it gets, just can't quite replicate.
Yeah.
That human touch, the ability to empathize, read a situation, respond in a way that builds trust and rapport.
Mm-hmm.
That's something technology hasn't quite mastered yet.
Right.
Yeah,
So it sounds like the role of a receptionist is evolving, not disappearing.
exactly.
It's finding that balance between using technology but also maintaining those essential human skills.
Absolutely. And to be successful in this evolving landscape, receptionists really need to be adaptable and tech-savvy. Think.
Yeah.
Proficiency in scheduling software, customer relationship management systems, digital communication tools,
Yeah.
those are becoming just as important as traditional administrative skills.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we've established that technology is definitely changing things, but what does that mean for someone who's, maybe considering this as a career? What does that mean for career progression within the field? Can you move up from an entry-level receptionist position?
Absolutely. Yeah. The career guide, Receptionist, actually outlines 3 distinct stages of career progression: entry-level, junior receptionist, and senior receptionist.
Okay.
And each stage has its own set of responsibilities, showing a clear path for growth and development.
I'm intrigued. Give me an example. What would a typical day look like for someone at each stage?
Okay, so let's start with the entry-level receptionist. They'd be focused on the foundational tasks, answering phones, greeting visitors, sorting mail, providing basic information, basically ensuring the smooth running of the reception area.
Okay, so a great way to learn the ropes and build a solid foundation.
Exactly. Then as you move into a junior receptionist role, that's when you start taking on more responsibility. Things like managing calendars and appointments, coordinating meetings, maybe even assisting with travel arrangements. You're getting more involved in the day-to-day operations.
So more responsibility, but also more opportunity to build your skill set.
Precisely.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, you reach the senior receptionist level. Now, you are the go-to person. You've got the experience and knowledge to handle complex situations. You might be training new staff, managing office supplies, even coordinating special projects. You've become a vital asset to the team.
Wow. That's quite a journey.
It is.
It is. But it's encouraging to see that there's a clear path for growth within the receptionist field.
It's definitely not a dead-end job. And you know what's interesting? The career guide, Receptionist, actually highlights a specific example of someone who went from an entry-level receptionist to a team lead role, all by leveraging those exceptional organizational skills and customer service expertise.
Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. Like a real life example of someone who climbed that ladder. I love when we can point to actual success stories.
Yeah.
It makes this whole conversation feel a lot more tangible.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a good grasp now on the skills needed, the impact of technology, and the potential for growth. But let's get down to, like, the nitty-gritty. How does someone actually land that coveted receptionist job in today's... I mean, it's a competitive job market out there.
Mm-hmm. It is.
You only get one chance to make a first impression, right?
That's what they say. And in the world of a receptionist, it's every day.
It's true.
So, yeah, it can feel like a lot of pressure.
You're kidding. Which is why acing that job interview is so important.
Oh, yeah.
But the good news is RoleCatcher has some really cool tools to help with that.
Oh, for sure. Their interview prep resources are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine this. They have over 120,000 interview questions
What?
across all sorts of careers and skills.
120,000. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's like an interview question for every situation imaginable.
Right. Talk about being prepared. But it gets even better.
Okay.
They have this AI-powered feedback system.
Okay, hold on. Back up a second.
Yeah.
AI-powered feedback, how does that even work?
Okay, so you answer a question right.
Great.
Their system analyzes it for clarity, conciseness, even use of relevant keywords.
Wow.
It's like having a virtual interview coach.
That's wild. Much better inherently than just, like, practicing in front of the mirror.
Oh, for sure.
But, okay, with so many questions, where do you even begin? Like, how do you even start?
Well, the career guide, receptionists that we mentioned earlier, they actually have a list of 10 common questions specifically for receptionist roles.
Oh, okay. So it's a little less intimidating.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They narrow it down for you.
So what kind of questions are we talking about here?
Think about the core skills we discussed.
Okay,
They'll probably ask about your experience handling difficult clients,
sure.
your approach to multitasking in a fast-paced environment,
Right.
how you ensure confidentiality, things that really demonstrate those essential soft skills.
Yeah, makes sense. And just knowing those questions beforehand, I imagine it takes some of the pressure off.
Oh, absolutely.
But, landing the interview is one thing.
Right.
Finding the right job openings, that's a whole other challenge.
Well, tell me about it.
Yeah.
Job hunting can feel like a full-time job.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Constantly checking different websites, filling out applications. It's exhausting.
It can be.
Is there any way to make that process less painful?
Well, actually, that's another area where RoleCatcher really shines.
Okay, all right.
They have streamlined the job searching process with some of their features.
Okay, you've got my attention.
Okay, so they have this awesome thing called the RoleCatcher.capture plugin.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a job posting and thought, I need to save this? But then you forget where you saw it.
All the time. It's like the worst.
Right. Well, this solves that problem.
Okay.
It lets you save job postings from all these different websites, like LinkedIn, Indeed, even company career pages,
Wow.
directly to your RoleCatcher account.
So it's like a universal job board organizer.
Exactly.
No more endless tabs and messy bookmarks.
Exactly. And it gets even better.
Oh, no.
They have this visual board where you can manage and prioritize your saved jobs.
Oh, wow.
You can group them by company, by location, anything you want.
Okay. That is seriously impressive.
Right.
Organization is key when you're juggling multiple applications.
Could not agree more. But here's the real kicker. They even have an AI-powered tool to analyze your CV.
Wait, what? AI is analyzing resumes now?
It is, and it's really smart, actually.
Oh,
You
yeah.
upload your CV, and their system compares it to the types of jobs you're interested in.
Okay.
It identifies any skills gaps and even suggests improvements to make it stand out to potential employers.
So it's like having a personal career coach who knows exactly what hiring managers are looking for.
That's a great way to put it.
That's really cool.
It takes all the guesswork out of it, and it gives you a competitive edge.
All right. RoleCatcher is on a roll with these features.
I know, right?
But before we get too caught up in, like, all the tech side of things,
Yeah.
let's bring it back to the human element.
Okay.
We've talked about skills and technology and career paths, but what's the one takeaway we want listeners to remember about the receptionist role?
For me, it's really highlighting how adaptable receptionists need to be.
It's so true.
It's like they're chameleons, They have to navigate this constantly changing environment.
They need this really unique blend of skills to handle the unexpected, whether it's something small like soothing a frustrated client or even just like mastering a new software update.
And the juggling act?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Phones, visitors, emails.
It never stops.
They handle it all, And they do it with, they make it look easy,
They made it look easy. It's true.
with grace and efficiency.
It's a role that really highlights, like you said, the value of being well-rounded.
You have to be. The receptionist, they're the definition of an adaptable professional, and that is not something you can just, teach in a day.
Definitely not something you can program into AI.
Nope.
So for anyone listening who's considering this as a career path, what's the one piece of advice we can leave them with?
Embrace the challenge.
Yeah.
Embrace the opportunity for growth. This isn't just a job, it's a launch pad.
Yeah.
Look for ways to expand your skill set, whether it's mastering new software, taking on additional responsibilities.
Right.
The possibilities are really endless.
Exactly. And don't underestimate the impact that you can have. I mean, you're the face of the company. You're the first point of contact. You have the power to shape people's experiences and set the tone for the entire organization.
That's so true.
Yeah.
And that right there is the receptionist superpower. Adaptability, a genuine desire to help, and the ability to make everyone feel welcome and heard.
That's a great way to put it.
Thank you.
If this deep dive has sparked your interest in the world of receptionists, and I bet it has,
It has.
be sure to check out RoleCatcher.com. Their resources are a game changer for anyone looking to start or level up their career. Until next time, keep asking questions, stay curious, and remember, there's always more to discover.